Hi, my name is Peter Walker and I run the Rife and Rife Forum groups on Yahoo Groups. And like all of you who are running groups, you are affected by the fact that Yahoo is about to close down or basically delete all the archives on December the 14th is when they're actually going to delete the archives. Now, I, along with many other people, were rather concerned that they knew of a lot of groups which are going to get lost forever. And I decided to do something about it. Now, I was not only interested in saving my own group, but in related groups which were related to health issues. I wanted to save as many of them because I knew how important it was to preserve these, because a lot of these groups have got quiet recently, or they're just basically they're likely to disappear. So what did I do? Well, let's first have a look at Yahoo as such. Here you can see on the screen is the group I run, the Rife group. It's got a load of conversations. It's been relatively active, and it's been going since, if I show this down here, 1999 is when I started the group. In fact, it was September the 11th, 1999 that I started the group. And as you say, lots happened there. I've built up a number of followers here, 3,936, as you can see right now. And I was interested in not only maintaining my group, but also related groups, because I've been in contact with many other group owners who have similar or related groups. So I've been using a software which can download groups entirely and make it easy to use. And that's what this video is all about. Saving these groups, and basically I now run a website called groups.rifeforum.com, which is all about this project to save health-related Yahoo group archives. If you look at this website, you can scroll down it, you can see the list of the groups we've already archived. It's a lot of groups. If I go to my group, the Rife group, you can see here basically what was written on the Yahoo group website, the group description, information, some details about the group, where the group is going, what its future is, how many members, how many messages, if they have attachments and things like that. And here I've got some text about the future home of that group. Now, if you like this, you order it, you pay $6.99. You can then decide if you want to pay by PayPal or by credit card. You go next. Then you have to sign in. And let me log in. And here you go. You got all the information, check it's all right. Agree to the terms and conditions. Go down to the bottom of these things, and then you click on Buy Now. Your order is being sent. You're now taken to this page, and then you can click on this link to actually pay for it with your credit card. If I click on it now, it'll come up with a little page and allows me to fill in my credit card, my name on the card, where I am, and then pay the money. Once I've paid the money, I will get an email which will give me download link, and with that download link, we can set it up. Now, I've already done that. Here is the file I got. The name of the file is always the name of the group as it's written on Yahoo Groups, and then .exe. It's an executable file. And now we're going to walk you through installing this on a USB stick. Now we recommend installing this on an empty drive. In this case, it's a 32GB USB stick, and we're going to walk you through the entire process of setting this up. First, we'll start on Rife Exa. Okay, now here we get a message from Windows 10 saying it has stopped it. Let's press on More Info and run anyway. So now it has started and it's ready to install. So now you run extract. And extract the files onto your drive on your USB stick. In my case, this is drive K, but it could be a different drive letter on your computer, whatever drive your USB stick is stuck into. So this takes a few seconds to extract the files. If it's a large group, we have some groups where the files are up to 5GB in size, so that would take a while to unpack. The Rife one is not too big. As you'll notice, it's not just exporting the archive file, but also the attachments, files, photos, and links, and the software and instructions. So it takes a little while. That's why I can tell you, I've been working on this project now for a little while, because I've been in contact with so many group owners who just really were concerned about losing all their groups and all their data. There is an option to go to groups.io. You can ask for a transfer to that. That costs $220. Now, not everybody's going to want to pay the $220, and a lot of groups are dying. That's why, if you want to be able to access this data in future, just download the group from our website, groups.rifeforum.com, and then you'll be able to download the health-related groups from that website, as we're doing now, and we'll be able to start the software and get it running for you. So now the files have been extracted. Let me just click on this to sort it. And you can see we got attachments. Those are the attachments to emails, which some groups have. We have some here. Now you'll notice if you click on attachments, you'll see the name of the group. There's a reason for that. And this is done by the software. You can have multiple groups, and they will all be listed here, all the groups which have attachments. So if you download multiple archives, each archive will have its own folder under attachments. The same applies to files, the same applies to links, and the same applies to photos. So in all those 4 folders, you're going to get the files which were on your group. Now there were files, instructions, PDF, that is the instruction manual. Here, PG Offline, here is the actual software. RifeExa, that's the archive we just downloaded. Now that we've downloaded it, we can actually delete this file, or I would actually recommend putting it on another drive or putting it on a CD or something, so that if you ever need it again, you've still got it. But for this demonstration, I'm just going to delete it because it's just unneeded, and obviously I have access to the files. So obviously the Rife PG4, we're going to need that now very shortly to install it. Let's now install the PG Offline software. So here's the setup wizard. Basically on this window you just click on Next. The next one, click on Next. Now click on Install, and the program will install. Now this program has been installed. Now we're clicking on Launch PG Offline 4 and clicking on Finish. and the program should then start. So now the program has started, you get a little message, an advisory informing you about things. Don't worry about that, just do click on do not stow this message, because what they're talking about here is actually no longer the case. Now this is where you type in your username and password. If you have one, you don't need one. If you haven't got one, you can just click on OK. So that's what we'll do in this case. I will not enter my data, but if you do have a username and password for Yahoo, I do recommend you type this in because that helps you later. So I've now clicked on that. So now the program is active. The first thing you have to do is add your group. In this case it's Rife, and click OK. Now if you logged in and you happen to be a member of that group, you could have alternatively gone to get groups list and then got the list of the groups you own. But in this case, we're starting with a fresh system. So now you have Rife on here, and for any groups you want to import, you have to add the group name first, very important. Now we've done that. Now the next thing which is important is you go to File, Options, and here you have to select the location where your files are going to be. In this place, on my system, Drive K. So it's very important you do this because that's where your attachments and everything are going to be found by the program. If you're going to be downloading, I recommend higher numbers. 300 messages a minute is what you can have, etc., or even 500. Anyway, now we've done that, go to File, Import from Folder, Browse, select the PG4 file, which is just been downloaded and extracted. Click Open. Click on this little icon here that shows that that group is going to be downloaded. Do not try and download more than one at a time. It just doesn't work. Now let's click in Import. This takes a little while all the data is imported. If you've downloaded multiple groups, then obviously you have to do this for each individual PGR4 file. Anyway, that file has been imported. If I had another group, I would be able to now click on Browse and grab the next one. You can import is complete. You have to click on that, and then you can close this dialog. Now you can see that your group now has a lot of messages, 35,613 in my case. So now a quick demonstration of what you can do with our software, with the software which we use for giving you these. Now, as you can see, you can shift the from, the subject, you can shift these around as you like. And if you click on the message, it gives you, let me explain the screen. Here in this area, you've got the list of groups. So if you had multiple groups, you'd have multiple groups appearing, and then you could very easily switch from one group to another. Here you have the list of messages, so you can click on each message very individually. As you can see, it goes very, very fast. Here you have the message pane, where you can actually read the message, and here you have a status pane. Now, you can move these as you like. For example, I don't need the status pane very much, so I've opened that. I want a bit more space to read my messages, and there you go. And now I can read each message and just carrying on. And as you see, there's a lot of messages, and if, for example, I just chose some topic at random, I can double click on it and I can see the message. Now you can see sometimes the previous messages can be a little bit of a pain, you know, because sometimes people just don't delete old messages and want to see the previous message. So what you can do is you can click on hide, and then these messages are no longer shown. I see. very useful thing. To be honest, it is much easier to view your groups on the software than it ever was on the website, because the website was um, just painfully slow often, and particularly at the moment, shortly before they're closing, the groups are running painfully slow as everybody is downloading their files and their servers are running quickly. Whereas on the software, it's running on your PC. You can look at anything as quickly as you like and it will work. Now, if you've got a foreign language group, if I know French, German, whatever, and the characters are not appearing correctly, you're going to view encoding. Now I suggest UTF-8 because that's the international format, and then when you click on a message, then any characters which look weird will then look correct. So I highly recommend setting encoding to UTF-8. So what can we do? Well, it's obvious we can see the messages. Now, it's by default showing you them in chronological order. But you may want to have something more difficult, like, for example, you want to see all messages from Nina Silva. Then you can just click her name, click on From, and now you'll see all her posts are listed together. So it's a very easy way of finding everything which someone has written. She wrote quite a lot. Alternatively, for example, you may not be interested in watching that, but you want to see an entire topic. If you click on subject, now all the posts in that topic are listed together. You can also do it by date, which is default. You can also see posted topics and also a topic ID. And you can read all the messages. Now what is very nice is you can just mark all the posts in that topic, and then you go to view then you go to messages, show digest, and that gives you a nice digest with all the topics in that discussion, all in order. So then you can just read it through as like it was one long email. And I recommend, before you do that, having the hide feature on, because there are a lot of people who just don't hide the messages. But it makes it really nice to read through all these messages. And you can also print these messages, or go to the next topic or next message, or whatever, or previous message. It just makes it really easy to use. As you say, I think this is a much better way of looking at the groups. And this is something you can keep. It's not going to go away, because if you have the downloads from us, you can use this software forever. It's going to be on your PC, and it will always be fast, and you'll be able to easily read all the topics in your group, and it's an incredible thing. Now, what about the attachments? Well, the attachments will appear if I click on attachments. So there should be attachments in this group. Takes a little while to switch. It has to read through the entire list and sort by attachments. So now we've sorted by attachments. Now there's not going to be many with posts with attachments. So here they are at the end. So Bonita here has the most attachments. So if I open that, you will see all the attachments are there. I can just click on them Here you can see the attachments appearing in the images. You see the image attachments, etc. This will work only if you've set the options to your drive where the attachments are stored. As you can see, it's already pretty powerful and pretty easy to use. But there are also powerful search features, and these search features allow you to search for any topic you like across one or multiple groups. You can search by name, whatever. So if you want to see the files, photos and links, you can just click on these buttons. Files, which opens up the window and shows you the files on the drive for that group. If you click on Photos, you will now be shown the photos in that place, all nicely in the group with the exact group name. And the links, if you open those, then you will see the links. Now the names look a little bit strange, but that's the way they were stored on the group. So, as you can see, very good. Now, if you log in, and I'm going to do that now, with master login, I'm actually going to log in with my username. Now I can do following. I can click on refresh, and you can see it at the bottom. It will then log in with your account, check if there are any new messages there, and upload. So there was something new coming today. Let's make sure you're sorted. You are now in received order. Now you can have the oldest posts at the top, and then scroll down to the bottom. Here is an announcement I made about the list moving. Alternatively, you might think, I would rather have the latest posts at the top, and then you can have that way as well. And then if you go down, you go into descending order. In other words, it's very flexible how you can use this program, and that just makes it so much nicer to use than on Yahoo Groups, which is very sluggish. And if in the few days you have left, you want to respond, then you go to messages, reply in Yahoo. You can also do it here. Right click on the message, reply in Yahoo, and it will take you to that post in Yahoo, which of course is not working very well because unfortunately Yahoo is a bit offline right now. It's very hard to, normally it would take you to the post, then you could just reply here. Now you might say, well, isn't this software going to be useless soon because everybody's moving to groups.io or somewhere else? Well, the software we're using will have a new version soon where you can do the same with groups.io links. And here's something very exciting. If you're a groups owner and you want to restore your groups to groups.io and didn't want to pay them the $220, there's an extra program being developed now which will allow you to do that, which will allow you to upgrade or upload your groups to groups.io. Great feature, saves you a lot of money. There are a few disadvantages because all uploaded posts are then in your username rather than original username. So it's not perfect, but for small groups, ideal way, if you want to continue your group and maintain the archives, you can do it that way. Take our archive, upload it, and carry on then on groups.io. It will cost a few euros or a few dollars or whatever to buy the rights to upload it when the software is available. Anyway, as you can see, it's all there. Let's show you some search. Now, for example, you can search for all messages by a person. So just choose someone at random. I'll see if I can find myself. Okay, let's just choose the guy called Rifer. Click on add. And now I can find all. This will find all posts made by Rifer. If that's not what you want to find, you can then say search for someone who is looking for, let's say, the colds. So let's see if anybody's discussed the colds. There we go. Colds and influenza. Whatever you like, it's being discussed. And there are various other settings which you can set up. So it's so much easier than doing this on Yahoo Groups. So for those of you who are sitting on the fence and saying, well, you know, I can read it on Yahoo Groups, or my group is moving to Groups.io and I could read it there. You can, but it's sluggish, it's slow, and it doesn't have anywhere near the features. Get our downloads. It costs you between $2.99 and $9.99 depending on the group which you're downloading. So less than a pizza if you like, or a cup of coffee. And you've then forever got your group on your PC. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can remove it or whatever. You have it on your PC and you can search clearly. And in fact, if you have multiple groups, you can download multiple groups. We have downloaded the health-related groups which you need, and we're downloading continuously on multiple computers until they switch the lights off at Yahoo. We're trying to grab as many Yahoo groups as possible and make them available to you guys. So that's basically it. You can see what the software can do. Very useful, very easy to use. Oh, there we go. Reply in Yahoo is actually here. So if I want to reply to my post, I can click on reply in Euro and it takes me to the message. Oh, it's working this time. And there you can see the message, and then I can just click on reply and there you go. So it's a very fast way of getting to the message and reply. In fact, this might still work. I'm not quite sure when December 14. No, maybe not, because there's no online service anymore. Now, a new version of this software will become available for Rives.io. So if your group has moved to Rives.io, just a simple upgrade, and then you'll be able to continue looking at your messages and downloading them on Groups.io. If you've moved to Facebook, your group's moved to Facebook or any other platform, well, they're not going to be taking their archives with them. The archives are going to be lost, and that is not the case if we have archived them, because you can just download the archives from our website and use this wonderful software to read all the previous topics. These messages go back sometimes to the 1990s. Thousands of messages, lots of experience, and this is the other thing. On Facebook and whatever, there's a lot of censorship happening on alternative media topics, happening to Google as well and whatever. once you have your group downloaded from our list, there's nobody going to censor you. The messages are there. You can search them, you can find them very quickly, very easily. If you have multiple groups, you can just flick to another group, and that makes it very easy to find messages. And as you say, it's fast, it's easy. All you need is a Windows PC. That's all you need. Thank you for watching. Click on the subscribe link and welcome, and come and visit us on the Rife forum. If your group has disappeared and you're looking for a new place to discuss it, why not come to the Rife forum? I can give you a quick demonstration of that as well. The Rife forum is a place where we can discuss all kinds of topics. You can see here a whole range of topics, and we can have discussions on everything. We don't censor you, we don't take your posts away. A whole range of topics. So if you want to say do frequencies. So here you can look at all the posts which have been posted on the Rife forum, and you can search. You can do an advanced search. You can search simply for here, and you can find the topics which interest you. Click on this topic, and it opens up. It's a great place. So if you're looking for a new home to look for messages, the Rife forum is a great place to be, and we're certainly welcome to you. And if you're a group owner and you're looking for help, go to our website groups.rifeforum.co, go to info for group owners, and we give you tips and tricks about how to save your group with videos, information, discussing all kinds of topics, and we will be expanding on that as we have more topics. And you can fill in our poll and tell us something about your group. Now, is the group that you would love to see not on our list of groups? Then go to the bottom of the page, fill out this form, and tell us which groups you'd like to see. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to meeting you all on the Rife groups or whatever. And I highly recommend the software, and it's really just a few dollars. I think the most expensive group we've got is Microscope, or no, it's Autism Mercury for some reason. That is a massive group, and you're getting 311,000 messages, and it costs you $9.99. It's really just the price of our archiving service. We're not charging for the contents, we're just charging you for the number of messages, and that's used to keep these websites online. And that's it. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Come and get all your groups. You can order several groups at the same time. Credit card or PayPal, both are possible to pay. And immediately after you've paid, you can then download the groups. You'll get an email with the group addresses, a link to click on. Click on that link. It's your own personal link. Nobody else has that. And download the files. Thank you. That's all.